We are starting things off with some breaking news this morning. Former WSU coach Nick Rolovich is now suing the university. So Rolovich, of course, was fired earlier this week after he was denied a vaccine exemption. According to his lawyer, he has filed a lawsuit against WSU and all parties responsible for his termination. In a statement sent to KREM 2, he says Rolovich was escorted by police to his car immediately after he was fired. He wasn't allowed in his office or even allowed to speak to the team. The statement also talks about Pat Chun not making arrangements for Rolovich's religious exemption request. Of course, we've reached out to WSU for a statement, and as soon as we hear back from them, we will update you with the very latest details.
Also breaking this morning, Spokane police are investigating a fatal shooting in the West Central neighborhood. So all roads back open this morning. You can see here traffic back open to normal. Officers say they received a shots fired call earlier this morning, and then when they arrived, they did find a body in the middle of the road on Boone.
Now, we did ask officers there if they're already looking for a suspect, and they say they are in the initial stages of this investigation right now. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on this situation here on Up with KREM all morning long. And we're also following a missing child case in Central Washington right now. An
Amber Alert is issued for a missing child and mother in Yakima. Take a look. Yakima police looking for 3-month-old Alizero Beza and his mother, Yasena Mesta. Police believe they could be in a gray 2002 Honda Civic with license plate number CAL0420.
Now, they're believed to be in the car with the child's father, Renee Beza. According to 911 calls, Beza refused to stop the vehicle to let the mother and child out. Now, Beza does have an outstanding warrant for a felony-level assault against Mesta. Any information should be sent to 911 right away, or you should contact the Yakima police. Sun is just starting to peek out a little bit, but don't get too used to seeing the sun today, because it's definitely a day for the umbrellas, because rain is heading back in our forecast.
Ooh, and if you take a look outside, if you're looking, you see them? Leaves flying everywhere right now as wind starts to pick up. So unfortunately, a lot of those leaves we talked about the past couple days are going to play out exactly how we thought it would. 52 degrees right now with wind picking up out of the south. We're up to 13 miles per hour. And as we head through the day, it's expected that we are going to see those gusts remain pretty strong. Right now we have air quality sitting at moderate. It likely trends closer to good here in our next update, but that's from some wildfire smoke down to our south blowing in along with this wind. Temperatures sit on the warm side this morning. Mid-40s in Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint, 52 in Spokane, and upper 40s in both Wenatchee and Moses Lake. When it comes to the wind, it's basically here. We're going to see those gusts up near 20 miles per hour throughout the day. At times, they could near 25 miles per hour, and that will be with the arrival of some of the moisture. The storm itself, not overly organized, but it is blowing in, and along with it comes that moisture. It's already starting to fall apart, but you can see some of those showers kind of holding together as it nears. We will see those move in here in the next couple of hours, and then kind of stick around and eventually move out later on this afternoon, opening the doors for clearer skies and warmer temperatures tomorrow. So this is a quick shot, but look what waits in the works as we get into late Thursday. You can see those leaves falling all around me. I'm telling you, they are blowing in the wind. We've got some scattered showers moving through today. Those clear out this afternoon, up near 58. Tomorrow, warmer and sunnier across the region.
Dozens of former state troopers protested in Olympia on Tuesday after they were fired for not meeting the state's vaccine mandate.
67 troopers who didn't get the COVID-19 shot were let go. So supporters placed hats and shoes at the Capitol to signify each trooper that was fired.
It's like going to the Washington Memorial after we lose one, because we've lost so many. Sorry.
The fired troopers account for about 6% of the workforce. Former WSP Detective Jordan is one of the troopers that was fired for not getting the vaccine, and he says he's concerned for what's next for him and his family.
My biggest fear is not my job or my livelihood, but putting food on my kids' table at this point.
Spokesperson says the agency is working on finding new recruits to make up for the losses. WSP says this won't affect service to the public.
Well, over the last 2 weeks, Providence Healthcare has seen an increase in vaccinated workers.
The agency reported 97% of its staff complied with the vaccine mandate, and the remaining 3% of healthcare workers who did not submit proof of vaccination or ask for an exemption were placed on leave. Providence leaders say they are working with these people to help them come into compliance.
Now, over the weekend, a team of doctors and nurses from the Department of Defense arrived at Providence to help with the growing number of COVID-19 patients. Providence requested federal assistance through the Department of Health, and Providence now says they will have more information next week once the team is actively working in those hospitals.
Meanwhile, in Idaho, Kootenai Health reporting a record number of ICU patients. Hospital leaders say 49 patients are requiring critical care. The previous highest amount of ICU patients was 34.
The hospital currently has 123 COVID patients. Idaho's fully vaccinated rate of people 12 and up is 54%. The national average is 57%. Just about 8:07, time now for your morning rush. More news in less time.
The general election just about 2 weeks away. Early voting, though, now underway in Kootenai County. You can vote now at the Elections Department. Early voting goes through October 29th. Voting hours are from 8 to 5. Then, on Election Day, which is November 2nd, the polls will open from 8 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night.
More students are heading down to Moscow, marking a 5-year high for enrollment at the University of Idaho. More than 11,000 students are enrolled this semester, which is almost a 5% increase from fall of 2020. U of I says affordability is bringing in more out-of-state students, which is boosting diversity on campus. Now, the university wasn't able to completely escape the impacts of the pandemic, with freshman retention down about 2%.
Airlift Northwest opened a new base at Tri-Cities Airport to help with medical transport services for UW Medicine. The new base started operations with a pilotless PC-12 turboprop airplane. The University of Washington says the plane can maneuver in tough weather conditions on either side of the Cascades. That's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Moral objection, religious objection, or a medical issue comes up, they do investigate.
As the Washington state vaccine mandate takes effect, can people who were fired for not getting the vaccine file for unemployment benefits? We're hearing from an employment attorney on if they can.